Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're talking about Merit Beauty. They very kindly sent me a couple of things in one of their signature bags, which I have always loved this bag. And I repurchased a couple of old favorites that I had run out of. They've launched new lip products. So they've launched their first lip liner and they've launched a new finish in their lip oils, which are called Shade Slicks. So what I thought we would do is I would show you what's on my lips, talk about the lip products, and then we'll talk about the other products. So they have launched their gel lip pencils, and I really love these lip pencils, but I'm going to talk about what they are and what they are not. So these are gel pencils, so they have a lot of slip, they have a natural shine, they're very soft and natural, very easy to use. I've had one of these before, so they've never had them for sale on the site before, except in like a limited holiday kit a couple of years ago. And I remember there was one of their eyeshadow pots, but in a shimmer finish, which I wish they would release. And there was a signature sheer lip pencil. And I remember thinking, when are they going to come out with that? And here we are. So what these are sheer gel pencils. So I got 2 shades. There are about 8 shades, I believe, but I got quite soft, natural ones. I'm not someone who likes a bold lip line, so bear that in mind. I'm always going to choose probably quite warm shades, quite pinky shades in the lighter end of the spectrum. So this one is Coupe and it's kind of mauvey, and that's what I'm wearing today. And with it, I'm wearing a new Shade Slick. I'll tell you about that in a sec. And then the other one I picked was Beverly Hills, because I already have the Beverly Hills cheek tint, and I can't remember the name of that product, but it's the cheek tint, and Flush Balm. And I just like a coordinated iron cheek or cheek and lip. So that one there is Beverly Hills. So straight away, if you like a bold lip line, darker than your lipstick, and you want like a really defined line, then maybe these won't be for you, because look, they are sheer, they are hydrating, and they're not going to give you a super sharp line. But for me, they're just perfect, because I don't use lip liner in that way. I like a lip liner that is hydrating enough that you can scribble it all over the lips, and with these you can definitely do that. And I also wear lip liner with very sheer balms or tinted balms where you think they don't have a massive presence on their own, and they can be helped to look like a full-on lip look with a liner in tow. So I really like these. They are really lovely, sort of sleek gold packaging. They are twist up, but they also have a little sharpening tip there if you want to make the end more pointy and less blunt. But as I said, because I don't do a very defined bold lip line, this is, you know, a fine enough point for me. Really love those and the new Road peptide lip liner have really made me fall back in love with lip line, because it's the kind of lip line that is workable for me. So I have used Coupe, which is a soft kind of cooler toned, slightly mauvey pink, and I have teamed that with one of the new Shade Slicks. These ones are called the Sheens, and they are slightly pearlescent, so they have a hint of colour. They're not as translucent as the Gelee ones, which I really love. This is Jete. This is the shade that I buy over and over again, and this is the only shade that I really buy. I've had the classic ones, then I found the Sheen ones that have, the Gelee ones that have a little bit of a pH reaction. You can see there where I've applied it, it's got a bit pinker in the last few minutes, and I think that would look nice with the Beverly Hills liner. That is just a real favourite for me. It just gives me a flush of translucent colour and a lovely glossy shine. They're really hydrating, but they're thin. They don't feel like a thick, cushiony layer. That's not my vibe. They've got rosehip oil, jojoba oil, shea butter, fatty acids, different things that really are good for the lips, but they don't feel like thick like some other lip oils and lip glosses. So these new Sheen ones are, I don't know if you can see that, they're slightly pearlescent, and you've got, I would say, more colour than the translucent Gelees. So I love the Gelees, and I really love this new one. So I'm wearing the shade, what is it called again? Pontielle. And I just thought that that was the perfect one to go with this pink signature liner. Let's put a bit more on, as I did it a while ago. And I just think my lips look fuller, defined by the liner. I took it down a bit. I don't go outside my lip line, but I definitely play that edge of my lip line. You can see my lips look quite pillowy and plumped, but there's no tingle or anything like that. I really love these. I love all Merit lip products. That's the lip products. And then the other thing I repurchased was my Minimalist. So I have always been in the shade Linen, and no matter how many times I filled in the assessment thing, that was what the shade matching tool would always throw up. And I never put Linen on and thought it looked too light. However, I would sometimes see it sitting in pores and in tricky areas. But also I've gone up to a slightly darker shade. I've stayed in the neutral family, but I've gone from Linen to Sandstone, and now this product just disappears into my skin. So what I use this for is, I don't often use this as my full first foundation or complexion product of the day. I did today. I have not used any powder. I have just used this. I've used it though with a really well prepped hydrated base that was still a little bit dewy. So this had something to glide on, and I've learned not to sweep with a brush, but to tap and press it in, and spend time using my fingertips to really work it in. And then I feel like it becomes one with my skin, and it's pushed into the pores in a way where you don't see it. And I think it gives a pretty natural but flawless looking base. So I am really happy that I've now really found a way to make this work. So Merit very kindly sent me this little selection in one of their signature bags. Get this bag with your first Merit order. You can wash it in the washing machine. It's got no hardware or zips or metal like little pulleys or anything on it. It's just a beautiful cord kind of tan bag, very tactile, and now I've got two and I'm really thrilled about that. And inside here there was a full-size Flush Balm, and I was allowed to choose the shade of that, and I chose Beverly Hills because I had a mini Beverly Hills from a set, but I didn't have the full-size one, and that is my favorite like summery shade. My favorite kind of all year round shade is Fox, which is more of a browny terracotta shade, and the lip liner comes in Beverly Hills, so I thought they would pair well together. And I will, at the end of the video, take this pink lip look off and do a lip look using those. And then they sent me, and I'm really excited about this, their Retrospect fragrance. They've now come out with a travel size. So I've got the Retrospect here, and I love this fragrance, okay? I've got some notes here because I couldn't remember it all. So this fragrance, the bottle is a work of art in itself, and the bottle was designed by Completed Works, who are a London contemporary kind of design collective or studio making jewellery. They made these earrings in collaboration with Merit, which I bought with my own money. These are the silver ones with pearls, and then they also do gold ones that are just studs, which I also want. And the gold ones, one of them is like this shape, which is like nuggety and natural and is inspired by this bottle. And then in the gold, it's not as long as this one. It's another kind of blobby, molten shape like this, but just in studs. Anyway, so I love Completed Works. I've got a couple of other pair of earrings from them, but they did this collaboration with Merit to do a couple of pairs of earrings, which you could get on the Completed Works website, or you can also, sometimes they're on the Merit site. Anyway, so this fragrance I really enjoy. I would, without looking at notes, just from my own instinct, I would call it a very light and fresh and clean fragrance, which I really like. I'm not someone who likes heavy, heady, oody type fragrances whatsoever. It's very light. The top notes are pear, and I can smell the pear straight away, and bergamot. It gives that like very nice, slightly herbal kind of citrusy burst. Then it settles into a floral mid, so jasmine, rose, violet, but don't worry if you don't like rose. I don't really like detectable rose, but if it's blended in with other things and I can't really tell, it's just sweet and floral, but not in a cloying way. And then it settles into a base, my favorite base, these three notes: vanilla, musk, and moss. Moss is my favorite base. A lot of my favorite fragrances, when you read the notes, there's moss rather than a heavy like amber or sandalwoody base. I mean, I do like some that have those in, but when they're done with a light hand. I love fragrances that do minis. So my Kealis, I have the minis. A lot of my favorite fragrances, I have the pear sprays, because I like to I like quite a strong amount of fragrance. It might be that. It might be that other people can smell this on me 4 to 6 hours later, but I can't smell it. So I love this. I'm just going to spritz some now because I did it a while ago. And you could, if you take a big bag to work and you've got a big makeup bag that you take with you and you take a big light bag that fits a laptop and everything in it, you could take this with you. But I'm weird. I've never been someone to take a full-size fragrance. Even on holiday, I don't take full-size. Even if I'm traveling for a month, I'm just so worried about breaking it and stuff. So they've just launched, obviously via Merit or on Sephora, a travel size. I think it's a 10 mil. 9.5 mils. Really nice purse spray. So I do have Sephora's own brand, like the little bullet Travelo type things, but you never can remember. You have to put a sticker on it or whatever, and you can't remember which perfume you put in it. So I really love it when my favorite perfume brands bring out travel sizes, and this is really sleek with that smoky glass. It says Merit on it, and it's got a little lid, and then you've just got the little sprayer there. And I think the full size one is about £75, I think, and this one is about £30. So you can just, this will last you ages if it's just for top-ups in your bag. So thank you very much for sending that to me. It's one of my favorite fragrances this in the last year or so, but having this where I can top up partway through the day is brilliant. The other thing that was in the bag is really exciting. This is the Completed Works Mirror Compact. That was, I think, a gift with purchase, or you could just buy it as well if you wanted to buy an extra one. So it comes in a lovely velvet kind of blue case. It's really weighty, and you'll see in terms of, oh, mine's still got the plastic on it. I've got 2 of these because I had them with 2 different, I had it with an order, and then I had this PR sent. So on the back it says Merit Completed Works, and it's asymmetric. It's not like a perfect square, and it's got that 3D kind of design on it, like molten. It's lovely, and you can see that reflected in the shape of this lid and this bottle, and kind of a similarness with my earrings, that they are kind of, they're very organic. They're not symmetrical at all. And there you go. You've got a magnet, a normal mirror, and then a slightly magnifying mirror. I think something like this is a really nice thing to have in your bag. Very like arty, very unique. It's a talking point, and it's very tactile and nice to touch because there are no sharp edges. It's all very fluid and organic, and it's just nice for redoing your lipstick or whatever. So I'm really happy to have that. And then they had sent me this Flush Balm, which is probably one of their like cult hero products, although I think that all the products are, nearly all of them, because it's not an overwhelming range. I mean, you can, if you want, they do several kits where there's all the staples you need, you know, around 6-7 products to do a Merit face, and I've done that before in videos, so I'm not going to do that today. But this is the Flush Balm, and it says here, a universal tint that melts into your skin from a lit from within glow colour. But you've just got this lovely dome, and you just can tap it on. I've got a different blush on, but you can just tap it on, or if you want a bit more control, you can just get it on your finger and then do that if you want more control where it goes. So as I said, this one is Beverly Hills, which is pinky, but it has got a slight, I think they describe it as a peachy pink. I'm going to just put it on, and then I'm going to put it on my hand and compare it with, I think the most similar shade is probably Stockholm, which is a kind of brighter, lighter pink. So there is Beverly Hills, which is just like an all year round, soft, easy to wear pink. I don't know if you're meant to, but I do sometimes just scribble these over the lips. Just go in the blush drawer and get, this one is Stockholm, which is just a slightly brighter pink. And I do like to use these together, you know, that kind of like the Charlotte Tilbury Swish Pop, something lighter or more neutral, and then a pop of bright in the middle. And I do that quite often. So those are those two together. So that's Beverly Hills, and that's Stockholm. So I really like these. I've got lots of different ones, and they are really good on-the-go touch-up products, and they're very sheer. They're not necessarily particularly, you can set them and make them long wearing. Like you can do, like if you've got more skill than me, like my friend Hannah, you can apply some blush and then set your makeup and then go in on top of that powder with a little bit more, and you will lock in the colour. But I quite like just topping this up and taking, there's always one of these, a mini one of these in my bag to just top up. Let's just take this lip off, and I'm going to come back and do the Beverly Hills liner with the other, with my Jete, just to show you a more sort of warm tone finish. Okay, so this is the new signature liner in Beverly Hills, and I would say it's slightly lighter still than Coupe. It has a different tone. I'm just going to go in this mirror so I can really see what I'm doing. It's just gliding. Can you see? There's no drag. It truly is a gel liner, and it gives such a sort of natural, soft definition. And you can use it as your all-over lip colour. It's not going to dry your lips out at all. So I've just gone slightly under here, which is what I always do, and slightly over there, but I haven't really gone right into the corners. And it's such a soft, pretty colour, but it is slightly warmer in tone than the Coupe, which is a mauvia pink. And this is one of the Gelees, the very sheer lip oils. But you could see, this is a brand new one, and you could see that kind of pink stain on the doe foot, and that is because it leaves a little bit of a stain on the lips and gives you a tiny, very soft and gentle, non-tingly or anything, pH reaction that's just gonna enliven your natural lip shade. So this is even less pigmented, less of a colour presence than this pearlized one that I got in the Pontielle, in the beautiful sort of ballet pink. Look at that. It's so pretty. It's really natural, but it's just so soft and pretty. I have loads of lipsticks, but I know that both of these and the liners will get lots of wear. For day to day, I love my tinted balms. I love my maximizers from Dior. And so these very soft lip liners to me are like the perfect partners to those. Anyway, so remember, when you place your first order over, I think it is £40, you also get free shipping. Your first order will get you one of these. I genuinely really love Merit products. I've got an affiliate link, but it's really old. If I'm honest, I haven't shared it for ages, so I don't know if it's going to work anymore. I will put it anyway. I hope you like this look and this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time, guys.